we're gonna tell you
about the biome.
Boreal forest!
Yay!
Hello, my name is Pamela Wesley, and I'm your zoologist for the day. I'm going to be telling you about the plants, animals, and adaptations that go on here in the boreal forest. To start off, I'll start with plants. The Siberian tree is a great tree. It comes from the pine cone family, or the pine family, and they have little needles all around. They actually look a little bit like this. This actually is a Siberian fir, as you can see here, Siberian fir tree. It is a very green plant. Next is poison ivy. We actually have found some poison ivy right about here. I'm not going to touch it, but if you can zoom in right here, camera boy, that is our poison ivy. I actually have another picture. You can see the comparison. Next plant is the lesser periwinkle. You may have not heard of it. It is a pinkish purple flower, basically. It is dark. It has dark green, very glossy, almost like waxy leaves. It is also a funnel shaped. This is the lesser periwinkle. You see the periwinkle in here, and its glossy leaves I was explaining. Next is the Pacific red elderberry. That plant is so pretty. It almost looks like there are cranberries on the plants because it looks like when you hang it up for Christmas. Yeah, it is superb actually. This plant is actually right here. Let me show you. That is a red elderberry, yes. And it's very pretty. It's my last and final plant. Say goodbye to plants in the bio. The last plant is wild mint. It is actually very tasty. It consists of sharp, toothpick type of leaves. And I have a picture, a photograph right here, I must add. Awkward. This is the wild mint right about here. Do you see it? Thank you. Next, I am going to be talking a little bit about the animals here in the boreal forest. The boreal forest consists of so many great animals. First is the deer. The deer, because it's not plural, it's generally travel in groups. You might see them, the mama and the baby deer. Very cute. Here I have a picture of a deer. Look how cute he is. Bambi! Hi, Bambi. Hello. Next plant up is the mountain goat. You may have not heard of the goats. They are great animals. They're weird looking. They're white and they have big horns coming out of them. And they're found only on steep mountain slopes, these mountain goats. I have a photograph right here. Here we go. See, it's on a mountain right about here. Windy. Next animal is the grizzly bear. Grrr. They live near camp environments. You might see them in the mountain. Here's a photograph of the big brown bear. Do you see that? Big brown bear. Next animal, I just have 2 more animals left and then we're on to adaptations. What a day. The river otter, you know these cute little otters you see in lakes and swamps right about here? Yes. The river otter is, it's a fun fact actually. They sadly die at ages 10 to 15 years old. Sad, sad. They don't live long lives just like us humans do. Here's my otter. Camera boy, don't worry, it is right here. This is the otter. Wolves they're not as mean as they look. They really aren't. LOL. This is the wolf. The wolf. Okay, my last and final point today, well, not my last one, I still have to show you the food web, that's another day. Here we go. The Siberian fir is part of the needles and pine family. the needles on pine cones are actually well adapted in the winter because they have this wax coat, and it's a small surface area on it, and it resists cold conditions, and it minimizes water loss. Next, bobcats are actually, I didn't mention them today, are found in the boreal forest, the best biome, and they have coats during the winter that keep them very warm so they can survive. And lastly, the deer, the cute Bambi I mentioned before. They have a natural coat that blends in with the environment, and that helps them escape from predators. So I thank you so much today, Miss Shallow's class, and goodbye!
Hi, I'm your meteorologist and geologist of the boreal forest, also known as the taiga. It is found in certain parts of North America and Eurasia, as shown here. Okay. The temperature ranges from about 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, which is also 20 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The winters there are long and dry, and there's usually not much growth. The summers are short and cool, and they're actually really moist, which allows the soil to be extra nutritious. There's usually about 20 to 200 centimeters of precipitation per year. Most of it is snow, considering it is winter most of the year. Some of the landforms in the boreal forest are forests, valleys, lowlands, hills, mountains, plains, water, and muskeg. Muskeg is accumulation of debris that have been partially decayed on the forest floor.
Hello! I'm the ecologist for the boreal forest, and I'm here to talk to you about commensalism. One example of commensalism in this environment is a squirrel and a tree. The tree is not harmed, and the squirrel has a home, has a place to stay, hide from predators, and has shelter. Another thing that goes on in this environment is parasitism. One example of this is the fact that there is no wind on the forest floor. Because of this, the fungi cannot disperse throughout the forest. Another example that goes on throughout this forest is mutualism. An example of mutualism is the fact that sloth hairs are grooved, and because of the groovedness on the sloth hairs, algae can grip the sloth hairs and hold on to the sloth's fur, giving the algae a place to stay and giving the sloth a camouflage layer. Humans also impact the boreal forest in many ways. There are many positive ways humans impact them, such as bad. One positive way that humans impact them is if there is a forest fire set on by humans, it is negative for the first 3 years, but after 3 years it becomes to be a good thing, because nutrients are then deposited into the soils, within 10 years, creating a bigger and better forest. Another positive way that humans contribute to the boreal forest is when they breathe in oxygen and give off carbon dioxide. When trees breathe in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen for humans to breathe. It's an ongoing cycle. There are also many negative ways that humans impact the boreal forest. If the human became greedy or just decided to ignore wildlife, these forests may be cut down or built upon. This would eliminate the boreal forest altogether. Another way humans negatively affect the boreal forest is from the burning of fossil fuels. When humans burn fossil fuels, it creates a carbon blanket, allowing sunlight in, but the heat from the sunlight not to escape. Therefore, plants would burn and not be able to get the proper carbon they need to photosynthesize.
Goodbye! I hope you had a great time learning about the boreal forest. Yay, Miss Shallow, period 1!
Bye, hope you learned something.
Bye!
My name is Pamela Wesley, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the boreal forest in the biome, actually. There are several plants and animals in the boreal forest. For instance, oh, that is my geology. Hello, I am your zoologist for the day. My name is Pamela Wesley, and I'm going to be telling you about the biome. I don't know what it's called.
Hi. I'm your meteorologist and geologist for the boreal forest, which is also known as the taiga. It is located on certain parts of...
Oh, this is known as the taiga? No, legit.
Gucci! Meteorologist and... Decaying debris around.
Oh shit, I'm allergic to the grass.
Hello.
I'm the ecologist for the boreal forest. I'm here to talk to you first about commensalism. One example of commensalism in this environment is a squirrel and a tree. The squirrel,